Welcome to Namaste Today, a reassuring way to start your day. I'm your host, Sensei Stepº9. I'm a psychic astrologer, and I consider myself to be a friend to the world. Welcome to Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. Namaste. It's going to be an active and busy day, but there's a huge chance of personal temper tantrums and showers. In today's zodiac weather, I'm going to outline how the universe is basically saying, hurry up and wait, and it's not just you, everything feels sluggish as we try to take a step forward in our lives. And later in our tea time, I'm going to reveal the magic of Step 9. Today is a net Step 9 day. That means it's time to take action. But I have learned there's a right way and a wrong way, and we'll talk about that over tea. But first, let's take a look at today's mood and your zodiac weather. This zodiac weather is for Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. Looking at the global moodcast, sunny with a chance of temper tantrums today. Net 9 rules the day. It means it's time to take action. Mars and ego are the most prevalent voices. The only problem is the moon is in Libra, making you feel wishy-washy and indecisive. Let's take a look at the planets. Well, my friend, we have been galloping on the Capricorn mountain for a while now, and today it's time to make your move. Or today, things are finally moving. The only problem with this is that emotions today will be a bit wishy-washy. You might find yourself going back and forth, particularly with your mind and what you think. This is to be expected, and perhaps it's to keep you from jumping too far or not far enough, but it might be a little irritating. So just so you know, in the beginning of the day at least, you're going to have to self-nurture and keep your own emotions in balance. Now, adding to the anxiety, I think has to do with Mercury at 3 degrees while the Sun is at 27. Mercury retrograded way far back to the galactic center, and it has not caught back up with the Sun. In fact, our life is charging ahead while your mind feels in the background. And I believe that's so you interpret things differently, but I am hearing from all sorts of viewers that people still feel like Mercury is still retrograde, their mind is sluggish, and I think that's a Mercury that's behind the Sun. So part of the anxiety is life is racing ahead and your mind hasn't quite caught up. Another reason for some anxiety is what you believe is creating who you are right now, but you have no tangible proof that this is the right direction to go. So literally, you are out on a limb, hoping that you're in the right direction, praying that you're pointing your arrow towards the right target. But again, no empirical evidence to know or have reassurance. And on this day, the universe is asking you to jump? Hell yes, it is. And looking at the planets, it looks like this jump, this action you're about to take, will in 36 hours create a new perception of you with yourself. In other words, there's a new deal coming with yourself about how life can change, and you will likely feel evidence of this by Wednesday night. Now, I mentioned tantrums in the opening, and that's likely due to you not nurturing yourself. In fact, you may feel like it's an impossible mission, that you can't go forward as you need to, but all that is really is the pressure building before the jump. The planets actually show that there will be a spiritual miracle happening in everyone's life in the next 36 hours. So literally, some little secret, some little help from the universe, somewhere the universe is going to lighten the load. So by all means, ground yourself and prepare to take your action. Now, when it comes to your mindfulness, Mercury is at step 3, and that tells me you want to keep an open mind. In fact, the planets are showing that in the next 24 hours, you will likely have some sort of major breakthrough in your thinking. And if your thinking has been all worry and all concern, then yes, breakthrough means that it would end. You'll find some new way of seeing the old picture, but today it's important to follow through with the plan and take the action when it comes. Now that brings me to our tea time topic, the power of Step 9. Step 9 is the ego. When we take action, and when we take action, we define who we are as a character. But over the 20 years so far being Sensei, I have learned some secrets to Step 9. Steep yourself some tea and let's have our daily tea time. Good day, my friend, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is the power of step 9. Now, step 9 is Mars, or ego, and in the 11 steps to serious joy, it's not until step 9 that we learn to take action, and that's in how consciousness builds and part of what I teach. So step 9 is our action time when we move forward. But I have learned as a sensei who was actually born a step 18 astrologer, so step 18, 1 plus 8 makes a 9, so I'm a net 9, step 18, net 9. I have learned the hard ways of how to take action and when not to take action. And I've actually learned that through the power of step 27. Now, since today is step 27, a day to take action, I thought I would explain to you the 3 different ways astrology or step astrology unveils how one can take action. And you might relate to this with your own astrology chart. I'll give you an example. The first elementary level of ego is step 9 itself, so 9 degrees. So if you have your Mercury at 9 degrees or your natal sun at 9 degrees, you are an elementary action taker. Now, that's a good thing and that's a hard thing both. It's good in the sense that you don't need to be motivated to take action. Step 9, I act, I am, is impulsive action, perhaps without thinking, perhaps without sensing, perhaps without other states of awareness helping. It is just action for action's sake. So your step 9 people, like a step 9 Mercury, is a person who definitely puts their foot in their mouth and says the wrong thing at the wrong time at least a dozen times a year, okay? Your step 9 Suns, whether they're in any sign, step 9 Scorpio, step 9 Sag, these are people who will tend to go a little too far, tend to take action when maybe they should have thought a couple of seconds, and often can get into injury or accident just by improper timing or going too far. Okay, so your step 9 is your basic taking of action. But the benefits of step 9 is courage, that you are ready and courageous and ready to step out. So step 9 is the primal. Then we go up to step 18. Now, step 18 is a net 9, 1 plus 8 makes 9. And this is a bit more sophisticated than the step 9s in the sense that step 18 comes down to, if you love it, that's the 1, and you decide it's worth doing, that's the 8, then net 9, you take action. And this is what I am, a step 18. Now, there are pros and cons to this as well, because some of the problem I've realized is that if I make the wrong decision and then follow through with the action, I look like a jerk. So you still have that going too far thing. The other aspect is if you don't listen to your heart, you can very much find yourself into the wrong action. But step 18 shows that we can have and take the right action if we listen to our heart and we decide. So step 18, if you have a step 18 Sun, if you have a step 18 Mercury, if you have a step 18 any planet, it means that you are an active person that gets the job done. But first you must consult your heart and you must decide and commit to it before taking action. But even then, as a step 18, I have always wondered, when is the right time to take an action? When is the right moment? How do you know the right moment? And that brings us to step 27. Step 27 is the highest 9 in step astrology. It's the highest 9 you can achieve. And it tells us precisely what I've learned, the secret to when to act and when not to act. It deals with the concept of 27 itself. The 2 in the 20 is I feel. So, first of all, before you act, you should be listening to your feelings, says step 27, the Master 9. And your feelings will tell you when to act or tell you not to act. The 7 is I sense, which means that your psychic awareness, your intuition, your spiritual faith, maybe even your belief in spirituality at large, this will be the other part. When you feel it and you sense it, 2-7, that is when you should take the action. Now, how does this apply to you? Well, today is a step 27 day, my friend. We are at the top of the Capricorn mountain, and it's time for you to take some sort of action today. But timing is everything. So if you intend, for instance, to raise your hand in class, tell the boss you're leaving, share some sort of vulnerability with a loved one. When is the right time to take that action? Well, Master Step 27 says, when you are feeling ready, so when you feel ready, when you don't feel off balance or too tired or whatever, so your feelings really matter here. The universe says in a Master 27, you don't want to act unless you feel it and you feel you're ready and it's time to act. So feeling ready is part of it. And then the second is when you sense it, the 7. Now, sensing, it's interesting because I kind of discovered this as I opened up as an empath. You just get this weird feeling at the time that it's time to say something. Usually someone else will be saying something or something will be going on, and you'll just get this strong sense over you that this is your moment to take action, to move forward, to say something, to push your agenda. And it took me a long time to have the courage to act when I both felt it and sensed it. But since I have been doing this for a while and watching Step 27 Days for a long time, I've come to realize that the universe does really create a window, an opportunity, a moment for everything to shift and shift in your favor. The universe is usually seeking, let me go back. The universe is always seeking a win-win situation, okay? The only reason why some people don't get win-win is because their ego or their mind got in the way and they weren't listening to their feelings and their psychic senses to know when or when not to act. So today, my friend, it's a Step 27 day. It is time to move forward with your agenda, and I know you will feel back and forth about things and your mind will go back and forth. The only solution, says Sensei, is the mastery of Step 27. Listen to your feelings, listen to your senses, and by God all means, when God gives you the window, take it. Well, my friend, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I hope everything goes your way. If you're not aware, folks, I do have a 1-month summary that will explain what you can expect for your sun sign or rising sign called the Megascope Monthly Reports. These are MP3s you can download immediately at my website at seriousjoy.tv. And these will encapsulate both of your stories. You have an A story and a B story. Your A story is your heart or your sun sign and what's going on in the now. And your B story is based on your rising sign and what your soul is trying to construct for the future. So this is one of the turning points of the transit. And for those who have mega dates already, I'd recommend you go back and listen to this part because this is a point in choice and jump that is definitely going to affect 2017. All right, my friend, so grateful to be of soul service. Have a great and fantastic day. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.